What's up, everybody? Rob, aka Robbie Diesel here. It's Friday, May 16th, and today is the first day of Motor City Comic Con. So, um, we are currently getting ourselves packed and prepared to hit the road. Maria's gonna have to make a pit stop for some makeup. We're gonna have to get some gas. Duke is having a small panic attack because he knows that we're getting ready to leave. And yeah, we're gonna make our way down. So we are about an hour north of where the con is happening. So just a quick little drive. The theme of this weekend is going to be, I'm hitting my table because I'm serious. The theme of this weekend is going to be intentionality. Hopefully that's a word. If not, you know what I meant. But I'm going to be really, really hyper focused on making sure that I get good B-roll, making sure that I get good seats whenever I sit in the panel so that I can take good photos. We're going to try to make sure that we get good seats at the cosplay contest so that we can get good pictures and videos there. And then just make sure that we really document the weekend. The most complicated thing about going to a Comic-Con with press passes is we still go as fans too. So trying to maintain that balance between being present and actually enjoying the show and also making sure that we take our time to gather content is a very, very delicate dance, but we're going to make sure that we're intentional on maintaining that balance. So hopefully you guys enjoy this year's installment of the spring version of Motor City Comic Con, and God willing, we'll be back at it in November for the fall edition. So stay tuned. Hope y'all enjoy this. If you do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, drop us a like, and also make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss any videos like this. All right, so we just finished lunch. Everybody is exceptionally full. I think we're gonna do a detour. I think we're gonna go check in at the hotel first and then hit Comic-Con. Checking in seems to be the safer choice because of how full everybody is right now. And no naps. We will not nap, but we will check in. And then we'll go to Comic-Con. Maybe. So we made it to the con. Maria and Junior are walking around front to go pick up Junior's general access pass. I'm walking around the building to the press entrance where I'm gonna go pick up some press passes. And then the fun will begin. All right, so we made it in. Press passes are acquired. And now we're essentially just gonna walk around. We're gonna get our bearings. We're gonna see who is placed where, what kind of new media guests, what kind of new comic guests are here, and just overall scope out the layout. First day is usually not too crazy busy, but I can say, and compared to years past, there are definitely more people here right now on a Friday than usual. So here's hoping we're gonna have a really big show this weekend, but stay tuned for that.
So this next part is super crucial to our experience, and that's when we walk around, we get our bearings, we find out who's where and what's where. This is super important when you're planning out your weekend. That way you know exactly where your favorite exhibitors are, where your favorite collectible sellers are, and then, of course, finding those awesome collectibles. That is paramount to making sure that your Comic-Con experience is awesome, second only to finding good food.
Well, if you happen to adventure too much during the weekend of Motor City Comic Con, there's no shortage of tasty vittles. I'm standing in what has essentially morphed into Food Truck Central. There are, I count at least 9 food trucks out here. Super diverse too. There's everything from barbecue to Indian. There's Tex-Mex. There is Korean. There's shawarma. There's so much super tasty stuff. I have no idea what I'm gonna have to eat, but thankfully, I got options.
You guys are taking a
So
picture.
dinner tonight is Maizano's. It's a pretty laid-back Italian joint that we all love and enjoy, especially this guy. He cracks out for the water specifically.
It's the best thing here.
We started off with the calamari, and it's very delicious. We totally forgot to start recording before we started eating. Food is super good, and mains are out next.
Maizano's has become our annual tradition. It is a super awesome Italian restaurant on Novi Road in Novi. And I mean, looking at this food, can you blame us? Everything was delicious and reasonably priced.
So this is why we come here. Like, the food is always stellar. All right, we are here. It's day 2. I wanted to record something last night just to kind of wrap up and summarize the first day, but I'm gonna be honest, after that dinner, we went into carb coma mode, and I think me and Maria passed out at about 9:30, and Junior was up a little bit longer, but not too much longer after that. So we're gonna try and do a lot more exploration, hit some panels today. It's kind of overcast and gloomy. I think we're gonna get some rain, so I'm not sure how the food truck situation is gonna shake out, but you know, God willing, we'll be able to check that out too. So hopefully we can get some good content for you guys, get you some nice insider views and all that. And thinking today is going to be a great day overall.
Yeah, it was a pretty stellar day. Now, one of my favorite things about walking around at Comic-Con is knowing that no matter what type of fandom I happen to be into at that time, there's going to be somebody there that has something to represent it. Like these really awesome digital drawings here that featured all types of heroes and villains from all different sorts of genres. But if art isn't your thing, there's also a ton of really awesome figures and collectibles at Comic-Con as well. But if you're not a collectible person and you're into more of an experiences sort of thing, I definitely recommend hitting up a panel at some point. Like this one that we went to, which featured Zolo Mariduena and Jacob Bertrand from Cobra Kai. They were really hilarious and played off of each other pretty well.
So I just finished up a couple of videos, a couple of interviews, and now we are out in food truck apocalypse. It's been a little drizzly, but not too crazy. It's very windy, so it's kind of cold out. I am very excited for this food because it looks like it is going to be delicious, but I am freezing right now.
Yeah, delicious was an understatement. So we ate at a food truck called Burrito King, which actually has a restaurant on Beck Road in Novi, and the food, once again, was bomb. Now, if you know anything about me, you know I'm a massive wrestling fan. So when I found out that the Hardy Boys were having a panel on Sunday, I definitely had to attend. It was awesome hearing them talk about all the different stories and behind the scenes info from over 33 years in the ring. I'm so thankful that I got to attend this panel because they also shared some really awesome stories about Matt Hardy's time working with Bray Wyatt and Jeff Hardy's penchant for being absolutely insane early in his career. And of course, I didn't stop there. There was a table that was selling some pretty sweet WWE art, so naturally I had to go check that out. It had some of the top stars in WWE today and some classics as well.
All right, so today is day 3 of Motor City, or we're gonna call it a day, a little early. Get on back to the crib, do some editing, put some content together, and get ready for the next one. Had a hell of a time. Got to see the Hardy boys in the panel. It was wonderful. Cosplay was a little weird this year. Although I messed up. I did not check the programming panel for yesterday, and I assumed the cosplay contest was happening at 7. It was not. It started at 5:30. So we literally walked in at about 6:30ish, and the show was ending. So, lesson learned for me at the fall show, which is going to be happening November 14th, 15th, and 16th, to always check the program guide, just to make sure that we're on point with all the panels and all that. Overall, very successful weekend. Lots of content. New established relationships. The young ladies at the press box remembered my name, remembered the brand, which is always good. You know, a little shot to the ego, I guess, when you don't even have to say who you are when you go to check in. That was cool. Yeah, we're just gonna work towards the next one. So if you like this little mashup, you liked all this little tidbit of behind the scenes, or I guess inside the scenes from Motor City Comic Con, make sure that you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because there's definitely going to be more content just like this. And comment down below if you went to Motor City Comic Con, what was your favorite moment for the weekend? I am Rob, aka Robbie Diesel. Thank y'all for watching this, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.